I'm off. Plans changed again. Things are closed. Things don't open till noon. It's freezing. My new plan is to just drive until it's warm. These couple days in 20-degree weather have just done it for me. So since I have the ability to drive until it's warm, why not? I'm thinking once I get down off this mountain, it'll probably be a lot warmer. And again, if I see stuff along the way, I'll obviously stop. I'm hoping I'm not getting gas until it's above freezing. So we're just gonna hope that I make it. I have 102 miles until I need gas. And it's 24 degrees. But it'll be fine, because like I said, once I get off this mountain. And I don't care that plans change. This is one, I mean, I've learned a lot on this trip, but one thing that I'll definitely take back with me is plans change. Oh well, make the best of it. Sometimes the plan changes are even better. It is what it is. And it's not like it is what it is in like a miserable kind of way. Like, it just is. Period. So, like I said, new plan, drive until it's warm, because I can. And I've always wanted to do that. Just, like, when it's cold, just drive until it's warm. So that's what I'm doing. Like I said, 4 days I think it's been in 20-degree weather. I'm thinking 45 will feel quite warm. So, drive until it's 45 and then go from there. Again, I'm still in Colorado, obviously, I just left, but I don't know if there's anything that I'm going to be able to stop at here, because a lot of things close for the season, and it's not real apparent that they're closed for the season, because you don't know whether they're just closed until whatever. But the other thing, like I said, closed until noon. What kind of place doesn't open until noon on a Monday? So, we shall see. As I cruise down the side of this mountain at ear-popping speeds, I decided I should probably just stop and get gas sooner rather than later, just in case I came across, I don't know, a long stretch or something, even though it's still freezing. So I stop at this two pumps, because there's always diesel. 2-pump gas, that's the other thing, there's always diesel out here. Anyway, as I stop at this gas station with 1 pump, I didn't end up getting gas because I was too confused. I was confused at a gas pump. First of all, the octane ratings, which I know are octane ratings because I don't not know about gas. Don't know what that was. Was 88, 90, and 92, which is weird because that's like 88, 87, 88, 89, 91, 93, 94, but 90 and 92, and then the 88 said non-ethanol. I'm worried about putting like low budget gas in here, because I know that, you know, it is 2023, but sometimes, you know, cheap gas will screw up the car. But then I was thinking, maybe the mountains make the gas different, like people use different octane because elevation, something, I don't know. Like I said, I thought I knew things, and I'm learning that I don't know things, and I love it. And also adaptability. People may have said I was not a very adaptable person before. I would have said it, like 10 years ago I would have said it. People might still be saying it, but whatever. So I'm learning adaptability, and it I like it. I like these things that you would think, ugh, you know, like you immediately, the things that immediately yourself says, don't do that. It's fun, but again, see, I'm not going to go to this backwoods gas station. They're probably just not, I just want regular gas. Anyway, it's still cold. I'm used to my ears popping at this point, which is pretty impressive. But yeah, somebody figure out if elevation somehow changes octane ratings thinner, colder and thinner. I don't know. But I will literally put like a regular gas station into my GPS if I don't come across something normal soon, because I know, like I said, I'm being dramatic about it, because I've been getting gas when I have about 100 miles left in my tank. I haven't had the gas light come on yet, so I will take care of it. But weird things out here. Some really pretty birds I've never seen in my life before. They're dark blue with a white stripe down their side and a really long tail. But they're like, I don't know, robin-sized? They're really pretty. I'm in Aspen, Colorado, which explains why it's still freezing and I'm still driving down a mountain and there's still 800 feet of snow everywhere. But good news is, I'm fairly certain I could go for days without getting gas because I'm just coasting down a mountain. Anyway, look up these birds. I don't know how you would look up a bird. Birds found in Colorado with long tails that are blue with a big white stripe along the side of it. Gorgeous birds. Got gas. 20-something degrees. I'm up over 7,000 feet again. We're going, it's like we go down a mountain very quickly, and then we go up a mountain like sideways and not realize we're going up a mountain. So I have to go up and down at least several more mountains before I get out of all this. But I have enough gas now to get me up and down all of these mountains. There's so many. It's like, it's so funny because when you look at a mountain, you think it's one mountain, but it's just mountains on mountains on mountains on mountains. So we'll see how long it takes me to get out of this 20-degree weather, which is however long it takes me to get past these several mountains. Finally got a strike against Colorado. The yellow lights are really, really, really short. Like really short. Like I've already blew through not yellow lights, red lights, 2 of them. Blew through 2 red lights because, you know, it switches to yellow. It's crazy. It's crazy how fast these traffic signals change from green to yellow, red. So this is a cute little town of Pagosa Springs. If it wasn't 24 degrees, I might walk around and look at things. But like I said, so again, everything, Colorado's been nice. It's just that yellow lights. Crazy. Guys, all the houses I've seen up here, that's why the camera's on this way, just in case another one crops up, have been actual Lincoln log houses. You know, like actual log cabins. And it's fitting for the area. We also did drop down to 18 degrees, but it's, who knows how many more mountains. It looks like there's another mountain in front of me, but there could be 8 more mountains in front of me. But yeah, real life Lincoln log cabins. Cool. Another interesting fact is I've had no cell phone reception pretty much the entire time I've been in, around, and on top of mountains. So, you know, people go to like the top of a mountain for cell phone reception. I still call bullshit because I've been at the top, I've been in between, and I've been on the side, and still no service. They say Zion didn't have any service. There was service everywhere in Zion, but Colorado? no service. So again, I call bullshit on Hollywood because going to the top of the mountain does not get cell phone reception back. It just doesn't exist here. I'm sorry, I have to laugh. Every single time I make it to the top of the mountain, I see another mountain in front of me. I've been over like 5 at this point in an hour and a half. I've just been going up and down mountains. There's the 6th one ahead of me. You think the 6th is the last one? Like, how many mountains can I go up? Because you can't see the other mountains behind the mountain. So at least I know the next mountain is shorter than this mountain. But like I said, it's hilarious because I go up this mountain, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm done the mountains. And then there's another gigantic mountain in front of me. It's crazy. Well, apparently I'm out of Colorado, mid-mountain. 6 mountains in Colorado. See how many more mountains in New Mexico to get out of the mountains. It's 11 a.m. Is it 11 a.m.? Time has been flying. I think I left at 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 2.5 hours. Still not over the mountains. Welcome to New Mexico, the land of enchantment. Oh, I hate New Mexico. I forgot. It's all right. I'm gonna see different things this time, and it's gonna. These birds are so cool. I'm gonna see different things this time, and it's gonna be yay, New Mexico. Well, this next place I'm going to says it's 13 miles away and 47 minutes because it's down this, I should put the camera better, 1-lane road, but at least there's not snow on it. Speed limit 15. So, yeah, when I looked over and saw that it was 13 miles away in 47 minutes, I was very confused. Now I'm slightly less confused. This is just so cool. Like, this is the middle of nowhere. This is, it's so cool. The road's been like this the whole way. I find that if I drive 9 miles an hour, it doesn't even feel like there's bumps. But I also find that if I drive 20 miles an hour, it feels exactly the same as 15 miles an hour, so I might as well when I can. Although sometimes you can't because the road curves and, oh look, there's a little hut down there. Is it somebody's house? That's bathrooms. It must be somewhere. There's no GPS, there's no anything. But as usual, when I drive down these little roads, there's always retirees coming out, so I know it can't be that dangerous. Well, I just came across another car and there was no pull-offs, so me in this big giant thing and him in his Subaru Forester, you think like he might have backed up to find like a pull-off? No. I start driving in reverse. I've been driving in reverse. I showed you what these roads look like. I drove in reverse for, I don't know, at least 2 minutes to get a spot where we could pass each other. And it's incredible. This is so peaceful. I know there's things rattling and driving all around. I had to drive in reverse in a big, 2.5 ton vehicle, but it just, it's got the feels, man. This has got the feels for sure. I have no idea how far I am. I also know that the clock switched all of a sudden, and I have no idea why it did that. I just lost an hour. Again, there's like no GPS, there's no phone, there's no nothing. I mean, it's one road, so you can't get lost. And like I said, that's the second person who's come out of here, so I know. But there's like a river running alongside of it. This is the most gorgeous place I've been yet. And it's not so much visually gorgeous. I mean, it is. But it just feels gorgeous and peaceful. And if I could camp here for the night, which there is nowhere to do that, I mean, this is incredible. Incredible. So we'll see what I find at the end of it. I think it's a monastery. I find it hard to believe that all these people are driving through all this just to get to a monastery, but and it's not like a, you know, Tibetan monastery. It's just a Christian monastery. So we will see. I mean, it's so incredibly gorgeous. It's worth this nightmare of a drive. Hey there, buddies. Just hanging out, eating some stuff. Oh, there's a ton of them on the other side. Kind of scared the crap out of me there. Could you guys imagine if I got there and it was crowded? It's not going to be crowded. And that's why I'm glad I'm taking this horrifying road. I mean, beautiful, but horrifying road. I think it deters people and it makes it peaceful. So, I mean, there might be one person there or a couple or something, but it's not going to be crowded. So, but could you imagine if it was? The rest is on foot. We're supposed to stop in this guest house, apparently. You hear that? I guess I stopped in the guest house. Okay, so just went in what I thought was like a welcome center type thing. And I was in like a bedroom, somebody's house. I don't know. See where I am now? Guess I just keep walking down this road. See what happens. Well, not worth it. Not with that road. Never again am I going to take a road that's not a road. The first 11 miles were just rough, horrible road, but then it was just snow-covered, slush-covered mud with hills 1 lane wide, and I know how to drive in inclement weather, and I also know, thank God, how to get myself out of situations where I may have pushed too hard. That's what you get from driving, like a maniac places. You learn. And just like I said, thank God I did, because I'm coming down this skinny, it's 1 car wide. It was an uphill and then a downhill, so I took speed to be able to make it up the hill, because again, it was mud. It's just complete melted snow and that's mud. So I start coming, like I said, I take speed so I can make it up the hill, I'm in the ruts, I'm going, I come down the other side, and I'm in ruts, but for some reason, I start to hang to the left, like go out of the ruts, and then I try to correct, and next thing you know, my back end is coming around to meet my front. I don't know what, like I said, it just must be experience, because it took everything to go against all of everything, my brain screaming at me to just accelerate instead of brake when when your rear end's coming out. That's what you got to do, even though in front of me is the edge of the road, which is, it's like a 4 foot, maybe like a 3 foot shoulder dip. So not enough to hurt me, but definitely enough to incapacitate the vehicle. But like I said, I accelerated, I corrected, I'm back on. Now I'm on a more straight, not hilled section, and then a car's coming at me. I don't know what it wants me to do. I'm over 5,000 pounds. I can't stop. If I stop or try to go off or anything, I'm not going again. So he's making hand signals, and I'm making hand signals for him to just I'm going like this for him to just stop, so I can at least get off to the side and we go around each other. And we did. And I don't know why I'm the one who always keeps going off the road for these passing people. So then I'm driving a little bit more. Somebody else comes, so I see there's a turn-off section, so I real quick pulled off before it even came down to it. They, of course, said thank you. I go to get back on. I'm one legging it with the thing I backed onto. That's a pull-off. Must have been completely soaked. There's mud everywhere. everywhere. I mean, I see it out my windshield. I'm not even going to bother trying to clean it right now. Just not worth it. That road should have been marked impassable. Impassable. Because it was absolute. The first 11 miles fine. The last mile and a half, impassable. So now I get out after another 45 minutes to an hour. That's all I guess, because I have no anything. And again, I have no anything. So I have no idea where I'm going. I honestly, I don't even know if I was supposed to go north or south, because I didn't download the route for this, because there was because there was other things I was supposed to stop at. This was a change of plans, da-da-da-da-da. And now I'm going to get in the left lane, bro, or right lane, so you can pass me. And now, so I think I'm supposed to be heading south to get there. However, I am not certain. So since I've never been south and have no idea how far it is to the next town, I figured it would be smarter to go back north, because at least I know the town's like right up here. So I'm not headed anywhere right now. I'm headed to try to figure out where I'm headed, how to get to where I'm going. Like I said, south is where I want to be going, but it is 45 degrees here, so whatever. But I'm not sure that this road is the smartest south road to take. I mean, yes, this will take me south, but will it take me through the desert? I don't know. So like I said, now I'm going back north the way I just came to figure out where the heck I am, because it doesn't seem like I'm going to get service anytime soon. I still have my sat phone in case, God forbid something happened. It's not like I'm, in trouble, but at the same time, I'm not in trouble. So now all I have to do is figure out where I'm going, and no more not roads. It's not, I couldn't even take pictures. So, I mean, it's just not worth it. Okay, I drove back close enough until I got service. And then, 84 East the whole way to the next place. So, that's easy enough for when service goes out again. It's literally 84 East to Delta Avenue, and the place is called the Delta whatever. So, 84 East to Delta, just in case I somehow forget that and lose service again. So it says I'm only 49 miles away. So again, we're not going off-roading. We're not in an off-road vehicle. We're too heavy when things are wet. We're not all-wheel drive. We're not going off-roading again. Nothing could be worth it. Well, I mean, there are certain things that could be worth it, but no. And I want it to be warm again. So I'm going to research these places better once I have some Wi-Fi or internet or anything again, because and I'm going to start writing reviews, because it's just not cool to fake the funk, I mean, it was an adventure. If I'm looking for adventure, I found it. Also, continuously proud of myself for what I'm capable of doing. Like I said, off-roading in this. Good job, Julie. And getting lost. And I was only lost, because there's I didn't even know what road this was. There's nothing that tells you what anything is out here. So, and didn't worry about it. Wasn't worried about it. I was lost for like 8 minutes. I'm really curious to see, though, now that I'm heading the other direction, if I would have just happened upon a town with service very quickly. But like I said, it wasn't worth it. It's still daylight hours. I know I'm in a decent area. I have a full tank of gas, but I just seemed, after what I just went through, seemed like the smart thing to do as opposed to the adventurous thing to do, because I had enough adventure. I've had enough adventure for one day. I mean, there's like an art gallery museum thing up here, that I'll go do that. That's not so much an adventure, you know, as off-roading through the desert. So I might do that, but the clocks changed again. No, they didn't. They were changed because we went offline. Okay, clocks did not change again. So it's actually only 2:15. So I might be able to get to the museum. I thought I might be cutting it close because I thought it was 3:15, but it is apparently not. So, museum time. Did I mention I'm still in the Rockies? I lost count at like 14 mountains that I went over. There's still plenty ahead of me, so another 38 miles. Let's see how many more mountains I can go up and down. The reason I remembered I'm still in the Rockies is because that ear thing. Oh no, yawning. Did not fix it. Yeah, but I'm still in the Rockies. Holy sand dunes, Batman. Those things are all sand. They're gigantic sand dunes. I just entered the town, and whenever you enter a town, they have like a slow down sign. It tells you the speed you're doing. But this one, when you go over the speed, it doesn't tell you your speed. It just shows blue and red flashing lights, like as if a cop's pulling you over. It's adorable. I was hoping this turned into like actual whatever, and it did, because it was terrifying up there. And I was like, this. The internet says this is a safe town, but this is terrifying, and it's only 3 miles away. And it is Shiesty, New Mexico, so don't know what to expect. So if there was anything within 6 hours of here that was safe to stay in, I would get the hell out of Shiesty, New Mexico. But can't seem to find anything. We'll see how the place is. It doesn't look bad here. There's actual curbs, so that's at least an upgrade. So we'll see. Okay, guys, no effing joke. I'm getting the hell out of New Mexico. Okay, I gave it such a shot. I gave it several shots. I'm literally, it's 60 degrees right now, and gorgeous. Full sun, 60 degrees, and it's January. But guess what? I'm still getting the hell out of New Mexico. I don't like it. The hotel had like 4-point-something high stars, a 9.1 on hotels.com, like yada yada, but it wasn't a Hilton. It wasn't a chain. It was a whatever. Now I have to sneeze. Whatever. So point of the story is there's nothing wrong. In
a quarter mile, continue onto US 84 East, US Highway 285 South.
I literally I hate New Mexico. It's dirty, and it's shiesty, and I don't care that now I have to drive another 4.5 hours. I'm going to Texas, and not only am I going to Texas, but I'm going back to Panhandle, Texas, a place I've literally already been. That's how badly I don't want to be in New Mexico. I can't find anything else in Texas that's quote-unquote safe. That's less than 6 hours away. So, yeah, I'm going back to the same exact town and the same exact hotel that I stayed in already. That's how much I hate New Mexico. So, and I can't possibly get out quick enough. I know, like I said, I just didn't want to plan mine tomorrow. I mean, then I'll shoot down through Texas, from the Panhandle, instead of coming across through New Mexico, because that's it. I can't. I hate, like, the stuff I bought at the Four Corners that came from New Mexico, I want to set it on fire. I hate New Mexico. I just don't understand how an entire state, I'm still in shock about this. But I will tell you one thing I learned, that if my instincts say something's horrible, just trust them. Don't give second chances. Oh, something nice happened. And this is for y'all, for human beings in my life as well. If y'all, I'm the most forgiving person you're ever gonna meet. I give second, third, fourth, and fifth chances. But that's it. New Mexico has taught me that is it. It's not happening anymore. If you give me a bad vibe, that's it. I don't care if you do one nice thing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you look pretty. Don't care. I want to top off my tank, my gas tank, because I want to just hightail it out of New Mexico and never, ever, 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 ever see it again. And that's what I plan on doing. I'm almost certain New Mexico is the state that tried to break me on the way through. Pretty sure it was, because what else would it have been? I think it was New Mexico. And I got distracted by the sun in my eyes. Oh, so if it was in fact the state, I know that I was, because again, radio, I don't even try to use the radio anymore. I just played this little game in my head, and I said, you know what, like, let's just pretend like you stole something, and if you don't make it out of New Mexico as fast as physically possible, or you murdered people, because it was way more serious than that. If you don't make it out of New Mexico as fast as physically possible, you're going to prison for the rest of your life. So that's what I did the other way through Mexico, and that's what I'm doing now. I have no idea how far it is. I'm hightailing it out of 50-degree weather to 12-degree weather. That's what I'm doing. That's how bad New Mexico is. The whole state. I mean, okay, granted, I didn't see the whole state, but that's because the other parts, do you see I still lean forward to check my blind spot? That's because the other parts are, like, how do you get to them? Like I said, I'm appalled that an entire state can just be so bad. And again, I don't want to not like things, like, at all. And so I try, and I try, and I try. Give the state the benefit of the doubt. Give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't know. Life lessons, right? Supposed to be learning things here. Like, there's Roswell. Roswell's in New Mexico. I was going to stop by Roswell. Not happening. Not happening. Not dealing with 39 miles. Like, Roswell's like 45 minutes from here. Don't care. Getting the hell out of New Mexico. My travel advice. Never, ever go to New Mexico. I decided to keep my speedometer on kilometers per hour, since it keeps reverting back to that anyway, because it just feels really good to be doing 140 through New Mexico. That makes me feel traps are closed. And this is just, like I said, this is not for everyone, but getting in the car and just driving. I guess I can go back to miles per hour now. Almost 3,800 miles I've been in the car for 64 hours over the past week. And I have learned so much. I still want more. I can obviously learn more. And I still want to find a place that's warm and just bunker down there and, do whatever I want to do. But I've already learned so much. But the thing that sticks out to me the most after all the feels, all the beauty, all the everything, and all the different personalities and everything, the thing that sticks out to me the most is that New Mexico is stupid. Shiesty, stupid, effing horrible. That's what sticks out to me. Stay away from New Mexico. I was just thinking something. Aliens, I can pretty much guarantee, absolutely did land in Roswell, New Mexico. And that's why we've never heard from them ever again. Because they thought the entire planet was like New Mexico. So they just said, that's it, boys, on to the next one. And that is why we've only had that single cover-up that needed to happen, because they were smart enough to stay the hell away. Why is this whole town blinking? It's like the most distracting thing physically possible when you're trying to drive down the road. An airport? I mean, that's crazy, right? Crazy.